Alright, so as you already know, Tokyo Game Show took place from Thursday to Sunday, and it showcased Sonic Frontiers, which means we got new footage, new information, and new critic opinions. And also something else that we need to talk about, so we're going to get to all of this right now. But if you're subscribed to the channel already, please make sure to subscribe. We are trying to hit 100,000 subscribers, and hopefully 7,000 subscribers before Sonic Frontiers comes out. So we're going to get through this little piece of news first, then we'll get into the performance and the critic opinions. So you're probably wondering what this thing is here. It's a picture of Sonic Frontiers. If you translate it, obviously it says Sonic Frontier Information Japan Game Awards Future category. Sonic Frontiers won the award, the first ever for the series to win the Future category. Thanks to all the fans who have supported us. Thank you very much. So yes, if you go back here, there was some kind of award. As you can see, Daddy Quiche is over here accepting the award. Dude so tall he's on his knees, still taller than Sonic. But yes, they won an award. If you're wondering what the award is, it says here Japan Game Awards 2022 announces future division winners. So the 10 games have been selected by votes as the best upcoming games at the Tokyo Game Show 2022. So you're probably thinking, what are the 10 games? Yeah, I actually don't know what the total amount of games there were that they selected from to narrow it down to 10, because 10 winners is a lot, but I guess Sonic Frontiers was one of the winners alongside Street Fighter 6, Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collect. I need to cop this actually. Shit, I need those Battle Network games. I grew up with that shit. But yeah, I need to get that. And some other games, Final Fantasy, Like a Dragon, essentially. And the people on this site said, we personally played previews of several of these games and held interviews with the developers and safely say they're all more than deserving of those awards. So a good win for Daddy Quiche, because I know he wanted to make Sonic more popular in Japan, and I guess he is getting that wish. He had a speech, I think, that was translated to English. It said, thank you very much for this wonderful award, the first for a Sonic game. I'm very happy that Sonic, a game series that is well known in the West but not so well known in Japan, has received this kind of attention in Japan even before the game's release. I believe that this award is the first step towards a great achievement for all staff involved in this project, including the development members of the Sonic team who completed this game. Thank you very much for your time today. So yep, Daddy Quiche is flying over the moon right now, happy about this award. I hope it's not at the expense of the West, because I know he's pushing to get this thing supported in Japan, and they were doing focus tests with Japanese players, right? I don't know if they did focus tests in the West or not. I just hope that their push towards Japan is not alienating everyone else, because I mean, we saw how how some of those people were playing at Tokyo Game Show, and they were not the most skilled, is all I'm saying. So gotta be careful with that one, okay? But we gotta talk about the performance of the game. So I know in the previous video, someone insinuated that the Switch was running possibly at or around 60 FPS, so we discussed that, but it's clear that person was unable to deduce the difference between 30 and 60 FPS, because someone else has come back with a more realistic take, and this was in Japanese, so someone obviously went and played it at the Tokyo Game Show, and they've come with the statistics. So the translation says Sonic Frontiers resolution and frame rate on console. PS5, you get a choice of 4K 30 FPS or Full HD 60 FPS. PS4, you only get Full HD 30 FPS. Switch, you get 720p 30 FPS, which is believable. And then it says both resolution and frame rate are always variable. No info on Xbox One or Xbox Series X or S yet. So when they say resolution and frame rate is variable, that kind of means they're using a dynamic resolution where it scales back at certain more demanding areas. I'm assuming that's what it means, right? Because why else would the resolution be variable? As for the frame rate, I guess when it says variable, it means it's not stable. Like maybe it could still dip at times. I don't know. So they aim for 30 or 60 depending on the console, and maybe it tries to hit it, but it doesn't always hit it, which is a shame because you want it to be a stable 60, but it seems like the only console getting that is the PS5. I mean, 4K 30, 1080p 60, PS4 Full HD 30 FPS, which is, it's a shame that's only getting 30 FPS on the base PS4, which they don't really state anything for the Pro consoles. I don't know what it could be for PS4 Pro, Xbox One X, which we know is a really powerful system. Maybe they're just going to keep it 30 FPS for all of that generation. Just fuck it, no Pro specific shit. If you want 60 FPS, you're going to have to get current gen shit, right? I don't know. It doesn't say Xbox because apparently Xbox doesn't exist in Japan. Apparently they don't fuck with it because it's not Japanese or some shit like that. But we can assume that the PS4 is more powerful than the Xbox One. So if it's 1080p 30 on PS4, it's most likely around the same, if not 900p 30 on Xbox. Who knows? We'll have to find out. Again, Pro consoles, we don't know. Switch, I don't know if it's even true 720p. Maybe 720p docked and then even lower in handheld mode. Who knows, right? But yeah, the 30 FPS definitely expect it on Switch. I'm not surprised at that. I thought they were about to take some major dub in that last video, maybe scrape together a 60, but like that would have been ridiculous. Like that would have been some crazy optimization. Not even the Witcher 3 on Switch was able to pull that off, and that's a last gen game. So technically, this is also a last gen game because it's coming to PS4. So but yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, as long as it gets 60 FPS on the Steam Deck, I'm Gucci, right? Because I got my powerful PC, I got my 3080. If it gets 60 on the Steam Deck, and I can play it on the go, or dock it to my TV and get the same save file as on my PC, I'm Gucci either way. So we'll see what happens. I'm assuming Xbox Series X will probably get the same settings as PS5. And Series S, well, if PS5 is getting 1080p 60, then Series S might be in the 30 FPS town as well. I don't know. We'll have to see. I got no idea. But yeah, it's kind of surprising that they couldn't get some fake 4K 60 for PS5, because like everyone's using that fake dynamic resolution, like checkerboarding, upscaling AI bullshit. So I'm like, if you could get 4K 30, couldn't you get like a pseudo 4K 60 where it's not true 4K, but it's outputting 4K and hitting 60? Because honestly, nowadays, if you're playing from the TV, that's still better than playing at 1080p 60. If you got a 4K TV, for it to at least feel like it's a bit higher in resolution than standard 1080 60, I think would be a benefit. But again, I don't care that much because I got a PC. Now, the final thing we need to talk about, Anime News Network. So they've played Frontiers at the Tokyo Game Show and they got some opinions. This is from September 16th, so 4 days ago, and they gave their opinion. So we're going to read through it and see what they say. It says, Sonic Frontiers is a bit messy, but fun. This year's Tokyo Game Show, I was able to spend some time with the newest Sonic the Hedgehog game, Sonic Frontiers. I had a mixed experience to say the least. I suppose I'm what you would call a lapsed Sonic fan. I grew up with the Genesis games and played Sonic Adventure 2 on my Dreamcast religiously until I unlocked Green Hill's own bonus level. But after Sonic Heroes, I fell off from the franchise, especially after hearing about the utter mess now commonly known as Sonic 06. So playing Sonic Frontiers felt to me both like coming home and being beaten over the head by just how much I had missed out on. Yeah, you missed out on a lot. I mean, he said after Heroes he fell off, so that means he played Heroes, or he fell off because of Heroes, or he fell off because of Shadow. I don't know, but Hero Stand is not tolerated over here, okay? And stop forgetting the E in Heroes. I'm sick of people spelling Heroes without an E. The fuck? It's disrespecting the GOAT. Anyway, the TGS demo of the game seems to be set near the start of the story. Sonic wakes up in a strange world, separated from his friends, with only a mysterious, disembodied voice to guide him. You're left in the hub world of various paths, all subtly leading you towards the next mission objective, your first mini-boss. From there, you gain a power-up and are guided to the first traditional 3D Sonic level. Once this is complete, you can circle back to where you came from, in the overworld, and face the demo's major boss. From the start, it feels like Sonic Frontiers expects you to have full knowledge of Sonic and all his power-ups through the more recent games, not to mention how to use them. Even in the first part of the open world, there are parts that require things like light dash or multiple homing attacks. Yeah, you need so much knowledge of Sonic to pull off those multiple presses of the X button. Sorry, I'm a Sony fan. Multiple presses of the A button to progress. So much years of Sonic is required to learn such an ability. It's like they designed this thing for hardcore pro Sonic fans and not for you casuals. Anyway, to traverse, yet there's nothing to really teach you how to do these things in the moment. The closest the game gets to really guiding you is during loading screen tutorials that may or may not have anything to do with the obstacles in the area that you're currently in. Even while waiting in line for my turn at the game, I watched numerous people stumble at the exact same spot. They talking about the homing attacking? While there was a ground path ahead, there was also an optional path starting from a nearby bouncy spring. Everyone went for the spring. This is Sonic after all. Yeah, at the top of the spring jump, you need to do a light dash to reach a boost ring that would launch you right to your next objective. Except that no one knew how to do the light dash. They just jumped on the spring over and over, collecting the golden rings one by one, but never quite reaching the boost ring. And even I, who knew what to do, had no idea how to perform the light dash. The game didn't tell me. Honestly, without the controls printed out in front of me, I would have never guessed that clicking the left thumbstick was the answer. To be fair, in their defense, okay, they did move the light dash to the left thumbstick, which is different for the Sonic series, okay. And you would think that it would be in the game. I mean, I guess it was in the loading screens, but yeah, I don't want to give them full flack for this one. But yet, despite not really understanding what Sonic was capable of and often wandering around at slow speeds instead of breaking the sound barrier, I mean, did you choose not to use the boost? I did have fun with the demo overall. The open world area with its multiple branching paths felt more like a 2D Sonic in design than the 3D ones. Always trying to give credit to the two. This is an open zone. Listen, okay, it's 3D. It felt more like the 2D games because I liked it. Listen, it's 3D. I think I would enjoy spending time exploring all the possible paths. Likewise, the traditional 3D level was a fun one with numerous optional objectives to give it a bit of replay value. The combat was also much more entertaining than I expected. Things have come a long way from simple jumps or homing. You call them simple, but you was just struggling with them like 2 paragraphs ago. The fuck? Talk about simple. You had to press the action button, and it was a lot for you. Oh wait, the homing attacker was moved to the action button, wasn't it? I think they moved it. It's not on the jump button anymore. See, even I forgot. And I'm a veteran, right? The ability to dodge around behind your enemy in mid-air or combo is great. It made me feel like speed was my greatest weapon, just as a Sonic game should. All in all, my time with Sonic Frontiers makes you think it will be a frustratingly complicated game to start, but incredibly enjoyable to master. That said, this is only for new players or lapsed fans like myself. I suspect that more recent Sonic players will have little trouble picking up this game and zooming around with no trouble at all. That is true. I mean, it's going to be easy for us. Regardless, I will certainly pick up this one when it is released in a few months, and then they mentioned the platforms it's going to be on. So yeah, I mean, standard critic opinion, this person's a lapsed Sonic fan. They haven't played the franchise since Heroes. I guess they realized after Heroes nothing was going to top it, so they just dipped. But they've come back for Frontiers to give it a little go, and they said it was a bit complicated to get going. It's kind of funny how Kishimoto's made so much effort to appeal to the casuals, and yet even after all that, they still be struggling on basic shit. Like, you remember that footage from my previous stream where there was an incline in that city level, I think the nighttime city cyberspace level, but they didn't put a dash panel there, so you had to boost up the incline, and they didn't think to boost, they were just stuck there until the game just scripted, just took them up. It's like Kishimoto's doing everything he can to appeal to these casuals, and they're still struggling. It's like, you might as well just made it hard. Let me not go on a rant, you know, that's what you needed to do. He's got his award in Japan, he's happy, so we'll see if it works out for him. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about all of this. Are you looking forward to playing the game? What system are you going to be getting the game on? Especially factoring in the performance updates we've been getting now. It looks like if you ain't got a PS5 or an Xbox Series X, you might be straight out of luck when it comes to 60 FPS though. You might be straight out of luck. I don't know what's going to happen with Series S or Xbox One X or PS4 Pro, but it's looking like you gotta be on current gen for 60 FPS. So let me know what you guys think, what console you're gonna get this thing on, or if you're gonna go the PC route, maybe even the Steam Deck route. I hope Steam Deck hits 60 FPS, but I don't even know. If PS5 is struggling to get 1080 60, Steam Deck might suffer. Might need one of those low end mods or something like that. But yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. Make sure to check out the non-Sonic channel. The link will be in the description. But that's all I have to say right now. So Premy out.